Gonna take the lead in this first match. 10 points on the side of Falcons. It was, like I said, it was very much back and forth. But now we move on to round 2 to try to see who is going to try to take this back for FlyQuest, or if Falcons is going to run away with it. Once again, worth 10 points in this round 2 match. It is still first to 3. The tiebreaker is only there if there's a big lead and we get to that anchor spot. And let's see how this is going to switch up. DCQ with the Bison versus Psycho with the Kim, world's best Kim, if you ask Vicious. Let's see, best of 3 on the line. Bison versus Kimberly. What are we looking at here? This is going to be tough, I feel like. If you get knocked down on the side of Bison, you're about to eat a whole lot of pressure.
Am I the only one that feels that way about Psycho?
I mean, no, I'm going to tell you right now. Look. So actually, I went outside. I was talking to Psycho outside. I was like, bruh, are you the best Psycho? Are you the best Kim in the world? He was like, yes, I am the best Kim in the world. So you need that kind of confidence, right, to like lead into this. But I don't see many people making an exchange to say that he's not, because he is that nice. So you can't take anything away from him.
There's a handful of maybe like Kimberly mains out there that have been a part of Say Jam Slam that might say otherwise. Honestly, I know it's in jest. It's in jest. Honestly, I think the way that he's been playing and the way that he's been stepping up to the plate under pressure, under the elites, becoming the elite himself.
Yeah.
I think he's in that category. I think he's like one of the perfect nominees to be considered world's best Kimberly, in my opinion.
Do you remember when, Psycho came back to SFL?
Hell yeah.
And when he came back, it was an explosion because he was just smoking the best players from the opposing teams.
Busting the brakes off of people,
and
bro.
it was super evident that, like, this guy is definitely one of the best players in the country, easy, and definitely one of the premier, if not the premier, Kimberly player in the world at this point. And you just see it come to fruition every time. And you might see it again here versus DCQ.
I think so, right? I think if you also look at the rest of the teammates, DCQ has a pretty decent standing record against Punk. The last time they played was over at the Chengdu Premier. DCQ was actually the one to take him down in that set and put him into loser side. So all things considered, I'd imagine with that amount of data, Psycho's like, you know what? Look, Cap, I've studied the tapes. I know what it takes to break down people from said tapes. I think I could take them.
I mean, and then just to talk a little bit more about DCQ and even his previous years on SFL, he is definitely one of the big guns on his team, respectively, right? So he's always somebody that is a great place to put him in the second place, because he can definitely take that momentum, swing it back in his favor, and make sure that this team continues to run after this 10 points versus Nephew that they just got. Let's see if he can steal this momentum back and do something big with the Kimberly versus DCQ.
Very excited to see it. Here we go. Round number 2 in this team battle, currently underway. It's going to be the Bison pick from DCQ, locked in Psycho, obviously with the Kimberly. Let's see if you can get this momentum going. I really want to know what the defense is going to be like from the side of DCQ. That's what gets me excited the most.
I mean, oh my God. You said defense? We're going offense. We're going offense. We're in the fast lane on the highway.
You got to change from DCQ to OCQ.
Yo. Okay.
Offensive close quarters is what it looks like right now.
And now I was talking about the knockdown from Kimberly and what you're going to do with it, but Psycho hasn't even gotten to play yet, and he won this first round.
Damn,
Big perfect to start it off. But if we know anything about Kimberly and Psycho, it's all about the momentum.
Oh, the drive.